Welcome to part 2 of one of the most important sheets you're ever going to see in all of music. My name's Steve ARCHDEACON. Let's continue. All right, so now, what does the W, W, H, W, 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 H, what do those letters stand for? That means whole step, half step. A half step, we already went over very briefly when we did a sharp and then when we did a flat. A sharp raises it a half step, which is 1 fret. A flat lowers it a half step, which is, again, 1 fret in the opposite direction, down. Now, half step, 1 fret. Whole step, 2 frets. So you could start anywhere. You could start right here and be like, all right, that's an F. So I'm going to go F, 2 frets, 2 frets, 1 fret, 2 frets, 2 frets, 2 frets, 1 fret. Between the 3rd and the 4th, there's always a half step. Between 3 and 4, half step, and 7 and 8. And I put these lines here just basically to make it stick out more visually when you're looking at it. So between 3 and 4 and 7 and 8, there's always a half step. The musical alphabet is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You always go letter sharp, letter sharp, letter sharp, except for B to C and E to F. Because B sharp, there is no B sharp, because B sharp is C. There's no E sharp because E sharp is F. Why are there sharps in music? It's a good question, right? For the longest time, I had no idea. So, there's sharps in music because there's always a whole step, half step, whole, half in a major scale. Meaning, look, whole step between here. A to B. There's A sharp, B. B goes to C, C sharp. Whole step. C sharp to D, C sharp to D. That's 1 fret. How about a B to C? B to C. How about an E to F? E to F, or E to F. There's always a half step between 3 and 4 and 7 and 8. And a whole step between 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 5 and 6, 6 and 7. So I hope you're starting to kind of get the hang of this and seeing it's really not that complicated, especially if you have this sheet. This is literally the most important sheet you're probably ever going to see in all of music. I know how much it's helped me understand music, and I know how much it's helped my students. The better that we know this sheet, and then even the left side of the circle of fifths, the better we're going to understand music. Now, these are just the basic chords down here that I generally always use. G, D, C, E minor, here are the open strings, and then A minor. These are just ukulele chords because I teach ukulele as well. And it's just, I was writing this over and over and over, and I was like, all right, I really need to write these out. All right, so let me just describe this a little bit so you understand how to read these chord charts. This is kind of like, would you drive across country without a map? Probably not. Maybe you might, but you're probably going to get lost. E, A, D, G, B, E. This means put your 2nd finger on the 3rd fret, 1, 2, 3, of the E string. This means put your 1st finger on the 2nd fret, 1, 2, of the A string. You have an open D, open G. This means put your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 1, 2, 3, of the B string. This, you put your 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the E. Now, mind you, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? So you have to know that as well. So this sheet is one of the most important sheets that you can study in understanding music. Okay, one last example, all right? This is the first song that I really figured out what the person was really doing, and ever since then, I've done that for every single song, all right? Slow Dancing in a Burning Room is one of the best songs to do this to. So it goes C sharp minor, A, E, all right? I'm not gonna go into the susses and all that stuff yet. That's for another lesson. So, what key would this be in? It starts on a C sharp minor. Now, mind you, it's going to start on a major chord or a minor chord. If it starts on a major chord, it's your 1. If it starts on a minor chord, what number? 6, right. So, 6 column, C sharp minor. always think in major keys, okay? Go to your major key. It's an E. Let's see if it actually is an E. We need the other chords to let us know that. Now, what's the next chord? A. Does A work in E? Yes, because it's your 4. And then what's the next chord? E. That's your 1. Now, in the chorus, it goes to a B. That is your 5. Right there, if you want to try to figure out the key of a song as well, the 4 and the 5 in every single key. You could be in E flat major. If you have an A flat major and a B flat major, you're in E flat major. That's how to figure out the key of a song. I'm going to do another tutorial on how to figure out songs in the easiest way. I'm going to show you my process, and I've gotten so much better with learning songs, and I feel like this is one of the best ways to learn songs. It has helped me so much in understanding music, and lately what I've been doing is memorizing the left side of the circle of fifths, because I've been sitting in with the jazz band, and because I know the right side of the circle of fifths like the back of my hand. The left side of the circle of fifths I can learn better, which I'm doing now. So say if you're in like, all right, F, F-A-C, B flat, D, F, E flat, which has 3 flats, B flat, E flat, and A flat. What's the 1, 3, 5 of E flat major? E flat, G, B flat, and so on. So we have to know it as quickly as possible because we don't want to be thinking about it. We just want to be able to react and get the music out faster and faster. So now let's go over the flat keys just for a little bit, just for like a minute or two, okay? All right, so you have F major, F, A, C, relative D minor. B flat major. If you spell out bead, B-E-A-D, then it goes in order. That's kind of a little thing to make it easier, I guess you could say. So you have B flat has 2 flats, right? What's the 1, 3, 5? B flat, D, F. 2 flats are B flat and E flat. Now something I want to mention with the flat keys, you go up by 4, a fourth. In order to find the next flat, it's up a fourth, okay? So B flat to E flat, 4th. E flat to A flat, 4th. And this is the left side, the flat keys. F to B flat, that's a 4th. B flat to E flat, that's another 4th, and so on. Here's a circle of fifths. F to C is a 5th. C to G is a 5th. G to D is a 5th. D to A is a 5th, and so on. Just wanted to mention that because I think that's really important. The relative in the circle of fifths, this, C, A minor, G, E minor. Same thing of why I put this, C, A minor, relative, C, A minor, G, E minor, relative, 1 and 6. This sheet is one of the most important sheets that you can study in. Okay, in the middle of this editing, I wanted to throw this in as well. If you don't have this sheet in front of you and you want to find the 1, 3, 5 of any chord, start with your thumb and count the 1 with your thumb. For example, C major. C is your 1, D is your 2, E is your 3, F is your 4, and G is your 5. What's the 1, 3, 5 of C? C, E, G. Cows eat grass. Hope that helps. Okay, so there's one other thing that I want to actually tell you. Now, I actually got this from the bassist Victor Wooten. G has 1 sharp. How can you find how many flats G flat has? Well, how many letters are there in the musical alphabet? 7. How many sharps are there in G? 1. Make it equal 7. So there's 6 flats in G flat major. And watch this. The one that is sharped in G is the one that is not flat in G flat. There you go. So now, how do you find A? If A has 3, how many flats does A flat major have? 4, because 3 plus 4 equals 7. Now, look, A flat, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, here we go. F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. Those are the ones that are not flatted in A. F, C, G. There's a little hack for you, okay? Hope it helps. Now, to find the next sharps in the right side of the circle of fifths, you go up by a fifth, circle of fifths, right? So kind of makes sense. It's all math. Music is all math. Again, the first sharp is F sharp. What's the next sharp in D? Well, F to C, that is a fifth. So be sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and if you found it useful, please share it with somebody that you think it will help. And as always, stay positive, and I'll see you in the next video.